I've talked about this so many times that if you talk to obedience trainers, so many obedience trainers have a martial arts background. They do. Ask, you're not a food trainer. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a balance trainer. Many balance trainers have a martial arts background because it involves discipline. And that's what dog training involves. It involves discipline. And I'll be damned if I'm ever going to have a client, meaning the human, not the dog client, but the human, say that I didn't work with the dog enough. And that's how I am. I'm always striving to make myself better and the dog better. And that's how it is. It's very much like martial arts. You want to see personal growth. And I put a tremendous amount of pressure on myself when I'm training a dog because I'm trying to do better and I'm trying to make sure that the dog's better. There's a lot to keep, there's a lot to keep in check. You don't want to overwhelm the dog. You want to make it, so that the dog's having a good time and everything. You want to see progression. You want to see the dog get better, and that involves discipline. And that's why people should consider using a board and train, is because the dog trainer many times, has been involved in a sport like martial arts and is disciplined. I'm disciplined about myself. Even if I'm sick, I'll go out there on the street or go out in my yard and work with the dog. I work with the dog daily when it's here. It would be rare that I take a day off. Even when I drive from my house to my studio, I still always do some sessions with the dog. And I don't even count those days. This is true. I don't count those days as like sessions. I feel like those are days that need to be made up. See, I put a tremendous amount of stress on myself. I do. I feel like I want everybody to get their money's worth. And I never see that I couldn't work with the dog more. It'll be 10 o'clock at night and I'm like, God damn it, I want to take the dog out one more time to do one more session to work on something. I'm not saying I overwork the dog. I don't. Like I just did a video on it. I don't overwork the puppy. Puppies are different. It's more sessions, shorter sessions. I know what I'm doing. But I'm always trying to strive and make sure that the dog is going back as good as I can get it. You know what I'm saying? Like some dogs are better than other dogs, but I don't want it to be any reflection upon like I didn't work with the dog enough. That will never fucking happen. I don't care if I'm still dog training, I'm 80 years old, I'm still going to put my time into training the dog, doing the hard work, and that's what it is. It's hard work. I'm not saying that I don't like it, and it is like therapeutic in a way. It is very much like a sport. It is. There's repetition. There's you work in this like one-on-one thing with the animal. You get into this like Vulcan mind melt with the dog. I love it. I do. I love it. But it also involves hard work. It's raining or I'm sick or something. I still go out there and I work with the dog. Always. It doesn't matter. And if you have a dog, you should know that. You need to take it out if it's raining or snowing. That's why I get so pissed off when I see people, using wee-wee pads or using them because they're fucking lazy. And I hear these excuses. Well, it snows. I only use it because if there's snow. Oh, bullshit. If it snows, take your dog outside. I don't care what breed it is. I don't want to hear your bullshit. Take the dog outside. There's no dog in the entire world that's going to freeze going to the bathroom. If your dog's trained properly, it'll go to the bathroom in 30 seconds. So I don't want to hear your BS. We have a bunch of lazy people in the world that don't have discipline for themselves. They can't use discipline with their dogs. If you're looking for a dog trainer that is a disciplined person, don't use a positive reinforcement food trainer. They're the worst. I've said this before. I've known so many that positive reinforcement food trainers that were in the sex industry before they went into that. I'm not making this up. I knew one was a dominatrix. I knew two that were strippers. I knew one that was a sex therapist. And, a sex therapist meaning she had sex with people. Yeah, great. Yeah, that's not an escort. Are you sure? Seriously, I'm not making that up. But then as far as like obedience trainers go, I know so many of them that have been involved in martial arts. One form of martial arts or another. Or something else that takes discipline. Seriously, it's always a very disciplined person that is a balanced dog trainer. It's weird. It's weird. But then you have the positive reinforcement trainers. It's all about fun, selling this thing and making money. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really about making money. It is a problem. It's a problem. I overwork myself because I'm trying to get the dog as good as it can be before it goes back. Yeah, you might think that I charge a lot. I don't. I'm keeping the dog for 30 days if it's an adult dog, and if it's not ready to go back, I'll keep it longer. It's about getting the dog as good as it can be and as compliant as I can get it to be, and it knowing all the commands. You can't do that with rushing it. You can't do it with food. You know, you can't do shortcuts. It's hard work. If you're using a positive reinforcement trainer, think twice. Are you never going to say no to your dog? Seriously. Are you never going to say no? No, it's unrealistic. Purely positive doesn't exist. Do you use a leash? Then you're going to be negative. You're going to be articulating a negative at some point. If the dog goes out forward and do you understand? It's causing a negative. So you should learn how to do it properly. Contact a balanced trainer. Ask your balanced trainer, seriously, ask your balanced trainer if they have a martial arts background. I swear to God. 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you yes. You know? Or it's something else. I'm trying to think of... Robert Masters, I don't think, does have a martial arts background, but he's like this really like organized, disciplined dude. You know? Rex Hughes, martial arts. Sherry Lucas... Maybe not martial arts, but we're talking about a super disciplined person like Robert Masters. Sherry goes out and walks like 2 hours a day. And then with dogs, she'll train the dogs and then walk them for 2 hours a day. And then she goes to the gym for 2 hours a day. That's why she looks like that. You know, she's gorgeous because she works out all the time. But I mean, all balanced trainers, they're very disciplined people. And that's what you should be looking for.